And Geeta, for our
lasted
viewers, let's
beyond
also
government.
underscore that crucial visit of Prime Minister Modi, who had visited Russia in July 2024, was his first since the full-scale Russia-Ukraine war began in 2022. And despite global scrutiny, the two leaders, in fact, reaffirmed their deep ties and cooperation in defense, energy, trade, with Prime Minister Modi prioritizing strategic autonomy.
Well, absolutely. With Russia, undoubtedly, Maria, when it comes to India talking about strategic autonomy, for everything else, the way conversations have moved with China, I'd say it's not strategic autonomy, more strategic necessity. But with Russia, it has always been about how important the relationship is, and India emphasizing to the West that you cannot bully us or tell us who we should be doing business with or having relations with. And in this case, strategic autonomy adopted and applied the way it looks and the way it should seem and be seen. And that's the reason why India continues its engagement with Russia. Remember, all through the difficult times that India had with Pakistan, it was Russia that stood by India, not the West. All through the time when India was ostracized for the nuclear tests, Russia stood by India. So did France. Interestingly, while the entire world sanctioned and ostracized India. So over here, at this point in time, India has not forgotten. Governments after governments. It's not just the Modi administration. The importance that India is attached to Russia is historical.
That's right.
And that historical importance one cannot forget or negate.
Absolutely.
And what we're seeing
Geeta,
today,
in multiple global forums, be it BRICS, G20, SCO, India, Russia have had commonalities, convergences, in terms of issues of global governance, on counterterrorism, on climate change, and also global peace.
absolutely. Absolutely, when it comes to terrorism that impacts India, Russia is affected. Russia actually stands by India. The most of the ammunitions that we use today is still Russian. And we have shifted in terms of aircraft, but I suppose there will be a rethink on whether if we should again put all our eggs in one basket, whether it's American or European. Should India be doing that, given the fact that we don't always see eye to eye, we don't always think alike, we don't always have the same interests. But with Russia and India, we align ourselves to those interests. We are aligned in those interests, even geopolitically, whether it's our stance on Iran, whether it's our stance on Syria, whether it's our stance on what's happening in Israel and Gaza. Russia and India have more or less are more or less on the same page. Does it differ in some ways? It differs now only in a way that Russia engages China way more than Russia can than India can engage China, and the problems that they have done away with those. That's in the back burner. It's not something that's highlighted. But with India, China, the border issue is paramount. Solving it is paramount, not because there cannot be status quo.